What is up, legends? We are back, and we are back in reverse 1999. So here we are, and I was asked a few times now, what are my impressions on the shop and the store and everything else like that. So we're gonna do a whole store guide on stuff like what's in the store, what I'm actually personally, what I actually purchased already, and what I'm not gonna purchase because I don't think it's a point right now. So let's go right into it. And something cool happened. I'm gonna show you that in a bit. All right. So very first thing off the bat is the jukebox, and I'm gonna say right now that I'm not doing the jukebox right now because I haven't gone far enough. Not that it's bad or anything else like this. It just doesn't feel worth it right now. I don't, not enough to get right now. Probably by the end, I will snatch this up because you will notice right here we got some summons right here, and this is stamina save right here because you don't have to actually farm or convert farm this with wilderness to actually worry about that. Surprisingly, Enlightened 2 is rare, and it probably really shouldn't be like that because that's kind of like hurting your power like that. This should be where obviously brief cacophony, but to level up your gear, that shouldn't be that rare, but it is, so that's useful in here. You also have dust, which is your exp, which I don't know why it's called dust. Like they just like, we need the name. I dust. Okay. Yeah. All right. So we have sharp Don'ty right there, and again more insight. So again, it does have insight here, which is all useful. And again, these are all stamina saves. So every time I see these boxes equal good. So that means that stamina you don't have to use on stuff because stamina is kind of stressed in this game. You don't have enough stamina for everything. Even if you spend a little, you still don't have enough stamina for everything. So every time you see these boxes, go after them in whatever way that you can do because it's just straight, it gets rid of RNG. You don't have to worry about drops. You don't have to worry about anything else. You just get the item. And this is useful to start of eternity entirety rather, because that allows you to every 200 or 210 you can actually get the cards that will help you as far as your account power, and then you can put them on your characters. Same thing going through dust, another summon, and then we have the Charlie garment right there. We're at 35 right now, and then more of the brief cacophony. Again, more insight again. It went up to 20 right now. This is probably one of the best places to get it that's not RNG based. And you have Crystal Casket, which is that's good for level 50 limit break. More insight again, and then again more thoughts of entirety, and then right here you get Serious Nell, which is rare, and then you need another summon and more insight, and then this is a limit break right here. As you can see, it increases the amplification by 1, so that's a limit break right there for whatever invocation that you want to actually use it for. So it's useful, but I don't think it's useful in the beginning. I don't think it's something that you really need to worry about right now. Like, worry about it later, not right now. So what I did pick up is the subscription because, again, this is, for one thing, it's only $4.99, and this is the most important thing right here. This, not even the currency, this stamina right here, because stamina is really stressed in this game. Especially so once you reach to in the tower mode, once you reach stage 7, you realize that you really do have to build a secondary team. And where you getting the resources for it, and it has to be a built secondary team. You can't just throw them out there and think that they're gonna okay. Now you can get lucky and burst because of the stage 7 mechanic, which can carry you through. But you still need a somewhat built team. They at least got to be insight 130, at least 130 to 40, because it needs to be insight 2. Which is definitely like yikes, but you can get away with insight 130 to 40. You can get away with. All right, so the very first thing up is the Roaring Month right here. Like I said, that's what we picked up already. and daily you get 90 currency plus stamina right there, plus the 300 currency that you get. The sale summon pack right here, it'll give you a 10 summon for 100 for a 10 summon for $10 and then 100 currency. Now this is actually a 33% of what it actually costs the 10 summon, because 10 summon is 1800 right now, and if you go all the way down to Puddle of Rain, 1800, as you can see, you get with just, this is the normal price before double. We'll talk about this later, but it's $30, yo. So you say on the average is about like $27, $28 for a 10 summon. So this is a good deal. That's literally only 33% of what it costs, plus you get 100 currency. Right here you get 20 for 20. You get 20 summons for $20, which again, like a 10 summon is $30. So this is a very good deal as well. Offer of the month seems a little bit weird, because I guess this is just supposed to be here as an extra, but $25, which is close to what it costs for 10 summons normally, plus you get another one, so you basically get double for the price of 110 summon, basically. The rookie offer is very good because it's a stamina saver. Remember I told you about those boxes? Boxes equal good. Boxes save you time, boxes save you resources and stamina, which you need in other places. This again, also right here, which makes the coin and the dust right here also really worth it, because you're gonna need this, and this means that you don't have to farm for it. So unlike with mini games, where the EXP and the gold isn't not so much a stamina save, it is a stamina save in this game because we don't have a lot of it. And then again, same thing on right here, these are pages, again, stamina save. It's just straight getting rid of RNG. You just get the item and go. Offer of the week is basically when you top up, you get this purple currency right here, which is crystal drop, and then you can use that on these. Obviously I haven't done that because I only spent $6 basically with the $4.99 and the $1 pack. So however, if you do actually go ahead and do that, again, this is good because now this is insight, and it gives you the insight 3, which I don't think you get many places. And you get the blue again, which I told you was rare, and then the green, and then you have the polarization as well in the wilderness shell. So I'm gonna keep all that in mind. Wilderness shopping carnival, again, pretty useful. You get currency plus the wilderness shopping, the wilderness currency. Collection nails, again, this is all helping out with that. $10 is kind of worth it. Again, just straight for the coin, is, just go ahead and I did get a chance to get these up. So my next level right now is level 20. Dust and everything else, when I actually feel the need to spend, I have no need to spend right now. When I got the packs, I was like, yeah, whatever. But and then you see we're just under this right now as far as the free. Well, we're a lot under it because I'm not even over 25 yet. But here we are. All right, so next up we have the pawn shop. Now, I have snatched up all of the Unilog right here, which just leaves everything else. So if I was you, I would, unless you absolutely positively need it, I would not touch anything on this bottom row right here. Except maybe you sell it this, because that's annoying. Top row, yes, though, because what you're gonna need a lot of is dust, and they're gonna need a lot of sharpness. And then enlighten, again, like I said, is rare, but I don't think you should do this because it's 25 for 2. I don't know why. This just seems like something just to slow us down. The way enlighten is just so rare, because that has to do with you leveling up your cards, and I don't see why they would like hold that, even though we're out of story at this point anyway, so that's probably the reason. But is what it is, and I wouldn't do that with polarization either. I would just use that on sharpness and dust when you need it. Don't just spam it for whatever else. Like, you know, as soon as just snatch. Like, don't do that. Do it when you actually need it. And what needed is like when you're trying to level a character and you're like maybe 10k short, then you come here and you snatch it because there's nothing else. Really, you should do that. And again, if you like need like a 1 or something down here, then snatch it. But I wouldn't do that outside of that. I would just save it all for a dust Charbonte because you're gonna need that, and it'll save you stamina. Over here, we pretty much, it's up to you if you want to do this. This is going to be all about luck. Again, I wouldn't touch any of this down here. I would just concentrate on a unilog. I wouldn't worry about Regulus or Charlie. And then this is the same type of thing. Now the fragments over here is where you would figure out what cards you need the most. Me personally, I'm saving till her second life because what this does is it allows you to make any character you want kind of a paladin class. And what that means is that they'll basically be able to heal everybody else. Also, if you look at what its passive is on the bottom right there is attack. So I can put that on people like Eternity and 2 new characters that I got that I will show you that you're gonna be like, bruh. After the carrier casts mass ultimate, HP of the carrier's attack times 32% for all allies. So no matter what, when they mass ultimate, they're gonna heal everybody, even if they're not a healer. So what that allows me to do is take like I'm gonna take Apple out basically because that's what I was using Apple for, as like a spot heal for everybody else on top of the normal healer that I already had. Now I don't need Apple for that anymore. So Apple's done his job. He's the OG. He's gonna be backup. He's gonna be on second team, but he's not gonna be a starter anymore once I get her second life, which is pretty OG. Now you can go in with any of these characters here and make builds. However you want to use it is however you want to use it. Make sure that it's going to be something useful to you, and that you're picking the right thing for the proper role of the character. After the caster cast the ultimate right here on this one, the Brave New World, incarnation of might. Next incarnation is 20%, which is pretty nice. So after you ultimate, if you have something like let's say with Eternity, say I use her ultimate and then she has her AoE up, I can back to back clear, basically. Like that's a kind of amazing. It's going to be increased on top of that, and then you could put the boost on that on the MC skill, and then it'd be even stronger. That's extremely nasty. Then you have the Onic shop. All right, so here's where things get interesting. The Onic shop, as you can see, once you get to 8, you unlock the crystal casket, which is nice. But you can use this as a spot, and that's what I do. I don't necessarily go and go all in on all of this. Whenever I need something like the brief cacophony of the character that I would use, I would come in here and I would snatch it and then get out. You notice that it's 40%. Does not have a time limit, so pretty much we're going to be at that 40% until it runs out, and then it goes up to 100. The same thing with the moment of dissonance. So you want to spot use this. You don't want to spam it. And I would not use it on liquefied terror, build magnesium, etheric bones, rough silver, and fortune. I would just, unless you need 1 or something like that to save you stamina, I would just make it in wilderness, which I believe a few times I just came in here to get 1 and got out of here. You also notice that at the bottom right here, there are lesser versions which are kind of like yellowish orange right here that you can actually come in, and they are also pretty good. And then you also have enlightenment down here, which you can use this currency on right here, which you see I'm holding right now. Use the first currency right here. Bam! Thought of enlightenment. I'm holding for when things are more useful and when I get better cards, because I don't want to use it on cards and then I get cards like these, which are like the OP cards, and then I done used all this currency already. I'm gonna be sad. So just keep that in mind. Don't don't splurge too hard. I'm just trying to get you to understand like a little bit of how the game is a little bit stingy with certain resources, so you don't end up, in a bad place. And then we have the wilderness right here, which we already talked about that already, and then puddle of rain. So this is the last thing we're going to talk about in this video before I show you the new characters that I got, luckily. I think they should reconsider the pricing on this, because this is like some Dislight pricing, and nobody liked that. And Dislight is one of the reasons why one of the Dislight's downfalls, how expensive its 10 summon was compared to the market. If I was a company and I'm trying to be like in the mobile arena, and I'm pretty sure the devs are going to see this video, hopefully, I would not have my 10 summon more than the top games out there. So my consideration in that is games like the Dragon Ball games, games like the Hoyoverse games, games like Epic 7 and stuff like that. Now, granted, Epic 7 has Mystic Summons, and Mystic Summons is like $30, $40 and stuff like that. So, but that's the premium summon. It's cheaper actually for the lower tiered summons. Like, what is it, like $20 or something like that? $20 or $25. This is $30 per 10 summon once you run out of these double drops. That's not good. That's not good. The industry standard for summons is between $15 to $20 across the board. Almost every game that comes is between $15 and $20. The new Jack, or the new people on the block, which is Ever Crisis, is $15 to $20. Like Decay is $15 to $20. Outer Plane is $15 to $20. Eversoul is $15 to $20. Like you can just go on and on and on. When you start to see 30, that's problematic. It's just that, this is the honeymoon phase, but this is I'm just bringing it up now that I don't think you guys, like, I understand that it's a company, you need to make money, but I don't think you guys did your market research when you did the prices for this. Like, this is too much. This is too much, especially in a game that we're stamina starved. This is just too much. Might want to reconsider that, because think about, like, again, I hate to use it as an example. Hoyo is 1600. 1600 is a 10 summon. So, like, I don't know. Y'all, and it's like y'all got 200 more. Like, bruh. Like, who was the localization? Like, you didn't localization. That's basically what I'm trying to say. But you know what I know, 10 years of gacha, 10 years on YouTube, thousands of videos. Like, what do I know about gacha market? Like, y'all do you, but don't end up like Dislight. And a localization team, look up what happened to Dislight. Look up Dislight's prices and what people were pissed off about, and you get it. I'm just putting it out there. I got time to fix it though. As far as characters, you will notice, bam!
Oh, have faith. Take a seat. Don't stand on ceremony.
Yes, sir. So she came out. She stole my 50/50 from Sotheby. She's like, nah, I'm coming through. So what I'm gonna do with her is she's taking Apple's spot. And she's taking Apple's spot with the card, which will still increase her on her attack and allow her to still do her job the way that she does. She's a burst, but it basically makes her a paladin class, which I just don't even have to worry about using Apple that way, which is a GG, which I'll have 2 reds in the team in the front until I can get somebody to replace Decay, but that's fine. And Decay will go to second team, hopefully. But I do have Balloon Party, but then that would be 2 Mountain together. But Mountain Balloon Party is I need Balloon Party right now for second team because I don't have Sotheby's. All right, it kind of like is what it is. You gotta work with what you got. You definitely gotta work what you got. I thought I was gonna be done with the banner, but I'm still gonna try for Sutter B. But is what it is. But you also notice right here,
I'm not good at dealing with
same banner. I got
reminds me of
the Arc
something
Boom.
bad.
And it's crazy because now everybody's figured out how good it is. This character might be one of the best single targets, if not the best single target in the game. And nobody rated it that way because people are too busy reading Chinese websites and making guides based off of it, which they don't like this character for the reason. But then when it came global was like, what the hell? This is strong. Which is always what happens. This is why YouTube is the only medium on the planet that plagiarism is just okay. And what I mean by that is that people will go to websites and legit read the website to you like you can't read and make guides. That is plagiarism. That is what plagiarism is. You cannot do that in college. You get thrown out of college for doing that. You will fail the course for doing that. You can't do that in the workplace either. But YouTube, you can do that. And people and it always ends up being problematic because what happens if the site that you're plagiarizing to make the video is wrong, or they're opinion based, or they're biased, which stuff like this happens. Like literally every single game, we go through this every single game. So I have people asking me. I had a person legit ask me why don't you make They legit told me you should go to priority and then and talk so you want me to read the site to you? You can read, right? And I'm not I wasn't trying to be disrespectful to the person. And then when I typed it to him, he's like, you know what? That does sound dumb. Never mind. I'm just never gonna do that. I'm gonna actually physically play the game and then do it in front of you, which is why when I play the guides and do the guides, I play it in front of you live and then talk while I'm doing it. And it's not a recording, it's me doing it live, basically. If I make a mistake, then I can show you the mistake so you don't make the mistake. But I'm not gonna go to somebody else's site and take their work and then make monetized content off of it. I feel bad about doing that, and like I said, it's plagiarism. It's just that's the very definition of it. And like I said on YouTube, we're the only medium that is allowed to do that. I won't, but no, I don't know how you, the community, allow that either. I don't know.
Hey, child.
It's just baffling to me. But this is the stuff that we got. Oh, and another thing is Charlie.
I'm sorry.
Charlie was in the same. It was literally in the same. In the same banner pull. All three of them came. So I was like, I'm done. I ain't summoning no more. But nah, I got to keep going because I legit. I have to get Sutter. I keep saying Sutter, but there's no R in it. It's Sudby. There's no R in it. Somehow I got that stuck. That's the name of another character in another game. But it's Sudby. It's Sudby, rather. But I need her because I don't like to have two of the same element in the team at the same time because it's hard to counter that way. But yeah. So what I have to do now is I have to build Scent so she can take the spot for Apple. I'm not going to build Apple anymore, which means I'm going to stop my progression and use all my resources now on building Scent because I won't be able to do it.
Oh, have faith. Take a seat. Don't stand on ceremony.
You can see, look, you see what's happening right now? Now I'm out of this now. And then I'm going to run out of dust soon as well. You can't do that and progress. You got to pick. It's one or the other. So, it's what it is. This is the way the game is. Unless you want to spend. And I don't want to spend. So I'm just going to do it this way and just wait. And I farm the wilderness and all that good stuff. And yeah, which means that I won't be able to do anything else for a day or so, but it's fine because I have a character built, and then I'll be happy. I'll catch you guys next video. Happy Monday because you're gonna see this on Monday, and see you soon.